Currently, we are number 3 in the world, and we are pushing. Maybe let me start with the topic because it was an interesting topic, and let me stay on this side so that I'm able to address both of you. I think the topic was looking at 30 years into democracy. What have we achieved? Some agreed and some disagreed, of course. Okay, and that is very important. I liked your points, but let me start with this. Ayikho into ebalulekile as a young child. When you have confidence, not overconfidence. When you have confidence, when you prepare, when you do your research as part of the debating team. You know, I used to do debate back in the days. I saw you the last speaker, and I saw you the last speaker. When I used to do debates as well, I used to be the last speaker. And I enjoyed because I could knock from the first speaker, second, third, and fourth speaker. And another challenge that I actually noticed with us here, there's only one way. There's 8 people here, and there's only one guy. And that is a problem for us because and we need to make sure that we look after the boys. On the topic, 30 years into democracy, have we achieved anything? One person may say that Mr. Ndaba, you are a living proof that we are on the right track because we have gone to places that most people want to go to. And I agree. And I agree. I agree. On that side, you guys are correct. They are fruit for democracy. But on the other side, I can tell you we are battling, especially as black people. Let me tell you a brief story about myself. It's just there below, right? All the way to my matric year. It's called today. It's called a matriculator. So it means I'm very much passionate about and hence, when Mr. Xolile said, be a guest speaker on our event, I said I will take that. If you're doing a commission to Mega Sports, I said I'm going to take it because the and the topic speaks to us as black people. We should not even by an inch see the parties as Mr. Xolile was saying, I've been to the World Cup, and the first thing I taught my players, one thing, I had to decolonize them in two weeks. What do I mean by decolonizing them? You guys were talking about the democracy. Before that, there was here 1884, a Berlin conference, when all the European countries, they gathered together to divide Africa amongst themselves. They did that in 1884 and 1885 at the Berlin conference. Fast forward, before that, there was year 1652 when Jan van Riebeeck came to the Cape of Good Hope. They settled there. For them, it was a station for them to pass by, but they ended up settling in Cape Town. And what did we get after them settling in Cape Town? We got oppression. Black people were hanged. We were disposed of our land. We don't have minerals. Today we're unemployed. Today we are the most unequal society in the world. You can Google it, you will find it there. But we claim to be free. I do not know whether I can say we are really free, because black people still see themselves as inferior to white people. But in context, there is some drugs in there, destroy Abandabamyam. Let me say this, a location was not built to settle there. It was a concentration camp for them to go and work for white people. Now, what did we do when we gained our democracy? See, when we gained our democracy, instead of changing the locations, building sport facilities for ourselves and doing well for ourselves, what did we do? We continued the apartheid process. A black child ended up not being able to swim. I grew up in Chester village, we had a swimming pool. Everyone could swim, but today we have black kids that cannot swim. As a sports coach, I will tell you one thing. You all agree, yeah? You all agree that if you want your child to play a particular sport, you have to put them in a particular school. That is why we were busy pushing the Bella bill so that those who are fortunate enough to have monies in their pockets, they take their kids and put them in their schools. But what happens? Who's developing the black schools? We still have black kids using a pig toilet in the Eastern Cape and other provinces. And yet we claim to, the budget is there. I'm not even gonna talk about the budget and everything because that's all politics. And let me advise you young people when you debate. When you debate, you need to look at the different context of life. You only focus mainly on the political side. I felt that you didn't look at, I heard one person talking about culture, and they're like, yeah, but you failed to go to Nonga from the Eastern Cape, how black people were fooled into destroying their own resources so that the white people can prosper. You failed to mention the factors of production that are still white-owned. You failed to also say that 100% of the land, 72% belongs to white people. And black people are scrambling with that 7% and 8%, and that is why we are cramped. But when it shouldn't be like that, when have you seen a minority of 7% owning 72% and a majority of more than 70% of the population owning less than 8% or 10%? And we claim to be free. That is why I agree, but I'm not taking any sides. Yeah? I'm just being impartial. I'm just being impartial because in closing, I am a true definition that black people can prosper. Listen to me, because this is the most important part of my speech. We are a black nation that has been disadvantaged. When I coached the team that I went with to India, there was not even one white person in the team. The first thing I had to do was to tell them that when England, just by seeing the flag, I'm sure, if you were to debate England, the flag will say England, you just shivering. You say, England, and that is the part we don't need from you guys. You guys need to be resilient, you guys need to be able to compete internationally. For me, it was my dream to compete internationally, so I could not budge. You young people, whether you want to be an academic, be your best. Whether you want to be a doctor, be your best. If you want to play sports, be your best. If you want to help your community, be your best. Last and most important thing that I always say to young people, funda ukukhetha abangani. And that goes for all of us in this room. How I ended up as a coach of South Africa is because of there are bad people that are surrounding me. They got me. Now I'm saying to let us not shy away from being when we see them doing wrong. Because today is NTV West, because it's us. We did not say that step is not that walk is not a walk to success. I have never seen a successful person, I have never, and I'm yet maybe to see that. And maybe lastly, we need to be positive role models to our kids, not only just in material. Because now we're going to say today, jumping, they don't want to study, they don't want to work hard, they just go straight for just because they want to look flashy. We need to teach them what true success is. True success is about hardworking people. It's about going an extra mile. It's about knowing your story. It's about facing those difficulties. You must know. You make sure that from them never change. For you to be successful, you don't care about too. But whilst you're doing your thing, alright? Now you know those groupies, negative groupies, they always say, when I used to run at 3 o'clock, they used to say, today, God, planting a seed that is very important. I hope next time when you invite us, we will have, you guys have had this scared of this crowd. This is not even half of this. Alright? I started public speaking as a last speaker with debating team. That is why I can speak. So I'm saying, I don't need to then read your books. Read your books. Practice your English. And then you'll do good. You do not need to come but when you guys rise up, we will rise up together. Thank you very much. Next time you see me on TV, I will make sure Team South Africa has got gold medals, and they get an opportunity to participate